10 things Taiwan does better than anywhere else. Uh, First thing, night market. For an island smaller in area than Switzerland, Taiwan sure has a lot of night markets, an estimated 300 island-wide. These open-air bazaars are particularly loved for street food, referred to locally as 小吃, literally small eats. Perennial favorites are oyster omelets, stinky tofu, and an assortment of snacks on a stick straight off the grill. Specialty drinks range from bubble tea to shots of snake blood. According to the Taiwan Tourism Bureau, some 70% of tourists to Taiwan will visit a night market. The top 3 Facebook check-ins for 2013 in Taiwan were all night markets. Tainan Flower Night Market, 12th globally, and nabbed the top spot, followed by Luandong and Fencha night markets in Yilan and Taichung, respectively. Second, themed restaurants. If literal toilet humor, eating out of miniature urinals and toilet bowls is your idea of an amuse-bouche, Taiwan provides a belly full of laughs. Modern toilet restaurants address taboos pertaining to dining etiquette, posting witty rhetoric on websites such as "to eat or to pee." Now that is the question. At the other extreme, you can get a cutesy overdose at the Hello Kitty namesake cafe, where everything from burger buns to soup bowls is shaped like the mouthless cartoon cat. For more on the kitty obsession, read point night below. What's that? Can't get enough pink and glitter? That's okay, because Taiwan is home to the world's first Barbie-themed restaurant with metal-approved smothering of pink plastic and frilly tutus. Previous themed restaurants in Taiwan have included a cafe based on an Airbus A380, complete with trolley dollies serving food and drinks from a cart, as well as restaurants with jail, hospital, and school-inspired themes. Number 3. Free Wi-Fi. Since 2011, Taiwanese citizens have been able to log onto iTaiwan, the island's free Wi-Fi network. Taiwan is one of the first places in the world to offer free Wi-Fi on a mass scale. In June 2013, the service was rolled out to tourists in 4 of the 5 largest cities, using more than 4,400 hotspots. Visitors can sign up for an iTaiwan account with their passport at Taiwan Tourism Bureau centers and offices in transportation stations, and then receive complimentary Wi-Fi in Taipei, New Taipei, Taichung, and Tainan. Number 4. Chinese artifacts. You might think it'd be in Beijing or Shanghai, but the National Palace Museum in Taipei houses the largest collection of Chinese artifacts and artwork in the world. The impressive permanent collection comprises more than 650,000 items. Chinese history is told through bronze statues, jade carvings, calligraphy, lacquerware, and other historical pieces, many of which belong to Chinese imperial families, including an intriguingly intriguingly lifelike, meat-shaped stone and a jetted cabbage. Despite several rounds of building expansion, only a fraction of the collection is on display, no more than 10,000 items at any one time, making the museum worth returning to several times a year. Number 5. Animated News. With an army of about 400 animators, Next Media Animation (NMA), a Taiwan-based animation studio, can turn any news story into a cartoon in as fast as 90 minutes. Making of video here. More impressive, the videos are usually satirical, outrageous, and hilarious. The studio, created by Hong Kong media tycoon, takes infotainment to another level. Founded in 2007 to create CGI animated videos for news without real footage for Apple Daily News in Hong Kong and Taiwan, the talents of Taiwan's animators were exposed to the world with the 2009 release of their hilarious video of what might have happened during Tiger Woods' infamous car crash. In the video, now ex-wife Aline Nordegren chases Tiger Woods' car with a golf club after finding out about Woods' affair. After the video went viral, the company decided to service international audiences in Japanese and English. Some of the team's most popular recent works include a video about the execution of Kim Jong-un's uncle and a review of 5 stories that must die in 2014. Number 6. Mock Meat, one of the world's most vegetarian-friendly destinations. Taiwan offers 6,000 or so restaurants serving an impressive variety of delicious vegetarian fare to feed the 10% of the country that shuns meat. But while it can't beat India in terms of an abundance and variety of vegetarian dishes on offer, Taiwan is the best place to hit when you are craving meat but don't actually want to eat any. That's right, we are talking about mock meat. Given how important flesh is to the traditional Chinese diet, it's no surprise Taiwan's fake meat, usually made of soy protein or wheat gluten, can fool even hardcore carnivores. Yes, there have been scandals that revealed actual meat inside supposed mock meat dishes, but it's a thriving industry here, and it's considered a staple across Taiwan. Mock meat stir fries in particular taste surprisingly like the real thing. Number 7. Little League Baseball. Baseball may be Taiwan's most popular sport. Diamonds are almost as common as dumplings around the island. Taiwan holds the record of the most Little League World Series champions titles, 17, nearly double that of its closest runner-up, Japan. Adding to a cabinet of trophies, a team from Taiwan won the 2013 Junior League Baseball Junior World Series. Number 8. National health coverage. In a year when the Obamacare debacle played out in global headlines, it's worth to nothing that Taiwan has what many call the best universal healthcare system in the world. Legal residents can visit any specialist in the country. Docs everywhere will pull up their entire medical record via smart card, consult and prescribe Chinese medicine and or prescription drugs. Fees are billed directly to an reimbursed by the National Health Insurance Administration, whose 2% administrative costs are the lowest in the world. Number 9. Hello Kitty obsession. Taiwan's obsession with the Japanese-born Sanrio character doesn't stop at feline-themed restaurants. Taiwan holds the distinction of being the first in the world to be honored with Hello Kitty branded beer. Brewed by Taiwan Thin Beer, the drink put its way onto the shelves earlier this year. The light brew features fruity flavors, from lime to a distinctly avant-garde banana infusion. Ava Airways in 2013 made headlines with the resurrections of its themed planes, which features the ubiquitous cat on everything from exterior liveries to headrest covers to fruit, which is cute in the shape of you-know-what. Ava Airways' dedicated Hello Kitty Jet site offers horizon expanding trivia, including Hello Kitty's height, 5 apples tall, and weight 3 apples. The Grand Highlight Hotel in Kaohsiung offers Hello Kitty themed rooms and the cat's iconic ribbon and/or silhouette stamped on everything within eyesource reach. Pink Kitty curtains, Kitty bath amenities, Kitty tea set, and the radio that plays Hello Kitty music are all involved. Not reaching for the insulin shot yet? Then you can book a breakfast date with a talking and moving live Hello Kitty. Number 10. Little dumplings. Yes, we recognize xiaolongbao as a delicacy homegrown in Shanghai, but Taiwan is slowly taking over the dumpling world. One broth-filled bite at a time. Starting from a single shop in Taiwan, Din Tai Fung now serves its famed xiaolongbao in destinations as far-flung as Australia, Thailand, and United States. 2 of its Hong Kong branches have earned a coveted Michelin star, with the mothership Xinyi store in Taipei sneaking into the Mille Guide. When no bad for a chain restaurant, and not a fancy one at that. When Tom Cruise visited Taiwan in 2013, he joined in on the 18 plates per dumpling action with a cooking class at the shop's Taipei 101 branch. Even better, CNN put Din Tai Fung at number 2 on its list of best franchises for travelers. 10 things Italy does better than anywhere else. CNN pizza, pasta, Verdi, the Coliseum, runway models. We know Italy does some things comparably well, but travelers to the elegant booth don't just want to eat spaghetti, deal with opera, and gawk at old rooms. Beyond the cliches, you'll find 10 other surprising ways in which Italy shines. More on CNN, Verdi exploring the Italian hometown of a musical genius. 1. Flattery. Depending on whether or not you think the occasional cackle or butt grab is flattering, you'll find Italians are aggressively complimentary of friends and beautiful strangers alike. A historical tool for both disarming and diffusing. Flattery is the fulcrum on which Italian society teeters. As Luigi Barzini writes in the Italians, the people have always employed such arts offensively to gain advantages, destroy rivals, and conquer power and wealth, and defensively, as the squid uses ink to blind and confound powerful men, dictators, and tyrants. But you'll likely only notice the bug wraps. Number 2. Hot baths. If flattery doesn't get you out of your clothes, the peninsula's 380 spa sites offering healing mud and bubbles will, boiling as much beneath the surface as its people, Italy pioneered the world's first large-scale spas, exporting them as they colonized Europe. Water therapies include island baths such as those on volcanic Ischia, Tuscan hot springs, mountain baths in the town of Bormio, and the theme park of Lake Garda. Just drinking the mineral-rich water in some places is reputed to be healthy. So convinced is the Italian government of the healing power of hot springs and geothermal mud packs that it covers the cost of some therapies of its citizens. Free hot springs in Tuscany. www.turismo in Toscana. Number 3. Cuisine. Be it in Italian or any other language, the accent of native Italy turns any expletive into a blunt force instrument. Rhythmic, staccato, and with an almost operatic legato that fuses syllables together like a hammer on guitar note. My swearing here is a performance art, inspired mostly by pigs, anatomical exit points, and a promiscuous woman. Italian profanities, which vary by region, sound equal parts dramatic, angry, and comical. Powered by the passion characteristic of the Italian people, the results stun, intimidate, and even charm their recipients, sometimes all at once. Number 4. Beach bombing. With 7,400 kilometers, about 4,600 miles of coastlines, Italy boasts the most beaches in Europe, as well as 27 marine parks. Summer temperatures peak in many places at just below 30 degrees Celsius. It is about 86 Fahrenheit, and compared with the mid-20s, 70s Fahrenheit in France and Portugal. It's like swimming in tropical waters, minus the sharks and trinket hawkers. When it comes to beaches, it's a tough choice between blinding white dunes, pebble, and even turf shores, but 248 Italian beaches have been awarded blue flag status for clean waters and unspoiled sands. Number 5. Pop-up governments. Italian tear through regimes like their sports cars to do dinosaur juice. Since the end of World War II, Italy has established 62 governments under 38 prime ministers, 40 if you count Silvio Berlusconi's 3 total terms, and only one has lasted a full 5 years. Fearing the rise of another Mussolini, Italy's constitutional system years ago provided for a weak executive branch that requires majorities in both legislative houses just to get anything done. That combined with an already fractured political landscape of small warring parties puts Italy's average MPG months per government barely over 12. Number 6. Volcanoes. 10 active volcanoes allow Italy's geology to van away voting gifts released to its citizens. The country's and Europe's largest volcano is Mount Etna in Sicily, the world's second most active volcano after Hawaii's Mauna Loa. Etna's spectacular eruptions, soot-blackened scenery, lava flows, and extensive caves draw more than 1 million tourists a year. It leaps TripAdvisor's top 10 must-see volcanoes list, along with 4 other Italian spooters, including Mount Vesuvius. In June, Etna became a UNESCO World Heritage Site, joining 3 other Italian volcanoes, including the Aeolian Islands of Volcano. No translation prizes there. Lipari and Stromboli, known as the Mediterranean's lighthouse for its breathtaking eruptions. Number 7. Desert. Apple pie is good and all, and it's never a bad time for a sticky slice of baklava. But for sheer value and variety of treats, nothing beats Italian sweets. Much is made of the peninsula's food, the usual suspects being pizza, pasta, and antipasti. But the real stars of Italian cuisine are gelato, tiramisu, cannoli, Neapolitan, biscotti, spumoni, tartufo, zeppole. Hell, Italy has nearly as many signature desserts as it has government. Italian confectioners work in all media too, combining cakes, cookies, and creams, both iced and otherwise, to create the world's tastiest arsenal of desserts. Ironically, Italians don't even really eat this stuff, most often preferring a piece of fruit or chocolate after a meal instead. Number 8. Caving. Rich in crumbly, sieve-like karstic landscapes, Italy is one of the most cave-pocket countries on the planet, with more than 35,000 cavities above ground and thousands more underwater. Grotta Gigante holds the Guinness World Record for largest accessible cave on Earth at the yawning 850 meters, about 2,788 feet wide, with 500 steps that descend 100 meters. It's about 328 feet into the earth. Other notable caves include the Blue Grotto on Capri, where Emperor Tiberius loved to swim. Inside the Grotta del Vento, winds whip through its tortuous trails at 40 kilometers an hour. Number 9. Sports cars. Eliciting more terms per head than even its fashion models do. Italy's catalog of exotic land jets is what Porsche drivers dream about. What began as a race car manufacturer in the 1930s has become the standard bearer of aspirational autos. In 2012, Ferrari sold just 7,000 cars but booked $3 billion in revenues. Meanwhile, Lamborghini may be owned by German Audi now, but the hips are still all Italiano. Pagani, Alfa Romeo, Maserati, these names are sex on wheels. Italy doesn't even crack the top 20 in global auto production, but for out-of-your-league supercars that cover more adolescent male bedroom walls than Kate Upton. No other country can outrace Italy. Number 10. River cruises. Unlikely to be among the top 2 or 3 or 100 things that spring to mind when you think of Italy. River cruising on the peninsula is actually a vibrant business, and new routes keep opening up. Italian rivers aren't as long or easily navigated as those in the rest of Europe, but visitors can float from one beautiful UNESCO World Heritage Site to another. Po River travel Uniworld and European waterways offer week-long cruises that take in areas like Venice Lagoon and Manuta Padu, the Po Valley, and Verona, the city of Romeo and Juliet. Sorry, I missed one part, that 10 things Taiwan does better than anywhere else, so I'll repeat it. With 23 million people crammed onto an island that covers just more than 36,000 square kilometers, Taiwan ranks among the 20 most densely populated places in the world. Although the industrious island has built a global reputation for cheap electronics, this is one Asian tiger that offers far more than stickers on the backs of calculators. Economically, there's little it has left to prove, but Taiwanese people remain a proud and determined bunch. Here are 10 things they do better than anyone else.